you don't know
she
how
was
something like this goes. I mean, they could go any way. I mean, we were at this guy's environment. This was his world.
Right.
And we rocked his world. And that's something the police could never do.
Like you're saying, like that's sure it's great. It'd be great in a perfect world if if they came and arrested child predators like we all know they should. We wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be not calling the police. Like we've called the police. I've done this for years and years, in the beginning trying to call the police, like in places like Columbus, Ohio, where I've caught 5 guys, and 5 times in a row we tried to call the police, and every single time they came, we had from ages from 11 to 13, men trying to meet with these kids in different spots from showing up to their houses, sting catches, to meeting at Kroger's. And every single time, saying sexual things, saying nasty things, just the craziest stuff. And just to be separated, for him to go one way and us to go another way, and being told basically because we're not police officers, we're not law enforcement, or because he didn't actually, not even that, you know what I'm saying? It's not even all the time that, it's because he didn't actually, there's not an actual real child there. And so now are we supposed to leave Columbus alone? We now know Columbus, they just told us they're not doing shit. They're not trying to catch child predators. They're trying to catch guys speeding.
With
intent, right? And they're not catching child predators. So now if we're working just for arrest, we leave Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio is fucked, in my opinion. If the citizens of Columbus don't stand up and do something, there's going to be shit happening there, and the police aren't going to do nothing about it. And I think most of the people know that, and that's not just Columbus, Ohio. That's a lot of places in the world where we show up, and even when and sometimes we show up and the police are cool, and they do try their best to get the guy arrested, and then sometimes they act like they want to, and then they tell us every time they tell us the same thing. Yeah, we know the law isn't perfect. We know. We wish we could do this. We wish we could do that. But since you guys aren't ICAC, you can't do this and it's wrong and just leave it to us. So you're telling me it's fucked up, but then to leave it to you.
Right,
so I think people are just tired of that shit. Just like the victims who go to the police, like all the people that tell me, go to the police, just let the police handle it. Like you said, there's thousands of victims that contact me that went to the police that didn't get the help they received. And that's where, like I said, I'm thankful for you for doing that due diligence and basically calling out the law, going through the law's chest and saying, you guys fucking failed and we're about to come in. Because I've done that too many times, and I don't like dealing with the police and when they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And we're going to show up, unlike the police, like you said, in that biker bar or at the church, wherever the fuck we need to, and we're going to show up for this person. We're going to show up and face that shit. And then we'll see what happens. Let's see the response. If I'm yet to go to somebody and for them to act not guilty. Right. Like that guy act guilty as fuck. The guy at the church literally said, "Shh, don't talk about this now."
Not right now.
He said, "Not right now. Why are you?
I'm not a kid anymore.
Why are you talking about this?"
Yeah.